All right, back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a beer from the Braxton Brewing Company, and they're out of Covington, Kentucky, and this is their Braxton Labs Cosmic Perspective. So this is a New England-style IPA that comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume, 30 IBUs in the time of review. This can is approximately 2 months old. So you have Braxton Brewing Company, and they're in Covington, and then you have their division called Braxton Labs, where they do a bunch of experimental stuff, and that is in Newport, Kentucky. So this is technically brewed and canned, I believe, at the Braxton Labs in Newport, but it's they're like a subdivision of Braxton Brewing Company. Anyway, I picked this up at the Braxton Labs. It is inside the Party Source, which I believe they say is located in Bellevue, Kentucky. So is it Bellevue? Is it Newport? I don't know. J.O. over the Party Source or Rod over at Rod J Beer Ventures? Let me know. I'm getting confused now. I went down there, hung out with the aforementioned Rod over at Rod J Beer Ventures, Eric over at Eric Alliance Fan, and our buddy Todd. Went to Braxton Labs back-to-back days. Had some beers on tap, bought some beers there, brought some home, and this is one of the 4 I brought home. I actually bought a mixed 4-pack at Braxton Labs, and I did not know this was an older New England-style IPA. When I bought it, it was about 7 weeks old. It is now 2 months old. We should be okay. It was refrigerated there. I have had it cold the entire time. So this is not brewed, I don't think, exclusively with Galaxy hops, but it's featuring Galaxy hops. It even says on the label here, ale with Galaxy hops, New England IPA, 6.5%. On the back, they talk about Braxton Labs. It says, Braxton Labs was born to capture the spirit of the garage where Braxton Brewing Company started, located in Newport, Kentucky. Braxton Labs features a brewery and a tap room to showcase the talent of our brewing team as it experiments and crafts small batch beers, creating new products and styles on a weekly basis. So, yeah, anyway, Braxton Labs, fantastic. If you've never been there, like I said, inside the Party Source, one of the best liquor stores I've ever been to, probably the best. And then Braxton Labs in the back, you just, yeah, my mind was blown. My mind was blown. But hopefully this beer is quite tasty. I love Galaxy hops, probably one of my favorite hops at this point. Definitely top 3. Could be number 1, could be number 2, could be number 3. I don't know. It all depends. Changes. So 6.5% New England-style IPA. Let's see how it looks. Oh, yeah, that's looking nice. Ooh, that's pouring quite weird, and it seems to be quite carbonated. Oh, my God. I poured that aggressive. But I'll tell you what. A couple things. Number 1, the can seemed to be kind of messed up. As you can see, it's spilling. And I keep on it. But yeah, I poured it pretty aggressive because more often than not, when I pour New England-style IPAs aggressive, it seems like most places have the carbonation almost perfected. So, I mean, I'm not going to pour like a nitro beer, but aggressive pour usually gives me 2 or 3 fingers head. This is about 4. So, anyway, that looks beautiful, though. It almost is cascading kind of like a nitro beer, honestly. But look at the color on that, on the... You can, see enough of it. That looks like a New England-style IPA. That is like this bright, basically sunshine color. It has, it's pretty much orange, but it has like a milky orange color to it, so it almost comes off a little bit yellow. Super hazy and murky. Looks fantastic. The head, like I said, four-finger bright white head. It's dissipating. It's kind of sticking around a little bit at the top, but as, listen, I don't pour the best. More often than not, though, I don't pour like this. I was kind of, when I was pouring, it was funny. I was looking at the top of it, and I'm like, man, that seems like the can itself, it was almost pouring like a crowler, so to speak, where a lot of times I'll spill the crowler because it's just how they are sometimes. More often than not, when I pour a crowler, it goes everywhere. So it was kind of pouring out like a crowler pour. So I wasn't really paying attention to how aggressive it was. I'd imagine it was super aggressive. Anyway, looks beautiful. Let's get a nose on it. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, starting to get like a little bit of pineapple and passion fruit through this. There's a pretty overt sweetness to it as well. I don't think they're using lactose in here, but I'm getting a touch of vanilla. Sometimes when I get New England-style IPAs and they don't have lactose, they don't have vanilla in it, and I get vanilla, usually it's, more often than not, some combination of like the malt with the yeast profile for me. Yeah, but it smells like almost like a pineapple creamsicle, although subdued and nuanced. It does, like, not full on, but just a little bit. A little bit of like a crackery malt too. Yeah, passion fruit, pineapple, vanilla. This guy's palate's terrible. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Yeah, I mean, it smells interesting. It actually smells quite tasty, but it just doesn't smell like I thought it was going to. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. I don't know about this one. It's really, really weird. It's really weird. So the nose, I was getting a little bit of vanilla. In the taste now, I'm getting like a nuttiness to it. Yeah, I don't know if it's the age. It probably could. I mean, there's a very high probability that the age is playing a role here. I mean, it is 2 months old. But just let me go back. My brain is fried at this point. As I drink on it, it's getting a little bit more, my palate's getting acclimated to it, so I'm getting a little bit more. But the first time I took a sip of this, there was like a nuttiness, like a distinct nuttiness. I'm not getting any of the vanilla I was getting on the nose, which is actually good because there's not supposed to be vanilla in here as far as I know. But there's like this slight nuttiness, almost peanut butter nuttiness on it. There's something's going on here. That whether it's the age of it, whatever the case may be, something's going on. And it's on the finish. So actually up front, it's really nice. I'm getting a lot of orange, a lot of tangerine, a little bit of that pineapple and passion fruit I was getting on the nose. And then there's that sweet, like biscuity malt character. So this drink's like up front, pretty solid New England-style IPA. Mid-palate though, I'm getting the slight astringency. There's just a nondescript bitterness is the best way I can describe it. And then it finishes with this slight peanut butter nuttiness. Listen, my palate could be shot right now, maybe. I've drank one other beer today, so like probably not, but it's really weird. I actually have a bottle of water. Let me cleanse my palate here because I'm kind of struggling here. I did that before I actually, came on camera here to review it, but let me just go back one more real quick. Yeah. So I think like 2/3 of this beer, really nice. The first 2/3 of it. I think it follows suit of what you're expecting from a New England style IPA with Galaxy. Passion fruit, pineapple. There's a nice, like I said, biscuity, sweeter malt character to it. Really nice citrus component too, like I said, tangerine and orange. But the last third of the finish, that strange peanut butter nuttiness I'm getting kind of throws it all out of whack. I don't hate this beer. I don't think this is terrible or anything. It's just really weird. I will say the body and mouthfeel on this one, damn nice. I think the body and mouthfeel is pretty superb. Straight up medium body at 6.5% is really nice. And the mouthfeel, just what you expect from a New England style IPA. Soft, smooth, slightly creamy, really nice and easy as far as just the mouthfeel goes, is really nice on the palate. 6.5%, can't really tell you there's even alcohol in here. That slight nuttiness on the back end is kind of throwing me for a loop. So it's not terrible. It's not bad even. It's just not kind of what I expected from this beer. So how to rate this one? Gotta be honest. And the best I can do on Braxton Labs, a cosmic perspective from Braxton Brewing Company, low 3.25 out of 5. I'm gonna go 3.15 out of 5. One of the low scores I've given recently. And it kind of pains me to do so because, listen, forget this review. Don't forget it, because this proves that no matter how much you like a brewery or your impressions are of a brewery, sometimes things just don't work for you. Whether there's an issue with this one because of age or just maybe just a brewing fault, which I doubt. There could be something going on with this. I don't know. But I will say this. I went to Braxton Labs twice, and I had somewhere around 15 different beers from them, or maybe it was like 12 to 15. And everything I had from them was pretty damn good on tap. Just everything I had at the brewery, whether it was their bottles that we shared, Rod, Eric, and Todd and myself, we shared 3 different of their dark charge vintages, which is their big barrel aged. We did the cherry vanilla, the tiramisu, and the mole. All of them were great. Mole was the best, but they're all great. I had two different flights there. The first day I had, everything was extremely well made. A couple of them were absolutely delicious. I had a couple other pours from Eric and Todd on the day we shared the dark charges, and everything was really good. So this is an anomaly as far as I know. I have 3 other beers from them. I have the blackberry pie, their strawberry goza, and the cucumber wit. So We'll see how those go. But again, I kept these beers cold. They were cold in the refrigerator, so I don't think it has anything to do with it and like, you know, letting it get warm or cold or anything. It's just, this is a weird one for me. So if you've had Cosmic Perspective from Braxton Labs, from Braxton Brewing, let me know what you think about it, because I'd be curious to hear about this one if you drank it fresher and whatnot, because this is kind of a, you know, this is a miss for me, and it's just, it's okay, but it's, you know, one of the, definitely the worst beer I had from Braxton Labs. Price and availability on this one, I got this as part of a mixed sixer or mixed 4-pack you could get at the brewery, and it was $12 for the mixed 4-pack, so it's $3 for this can. You know, good price to pay for a New England-style IPA. As far as the quality of the beer, probably not a great price, and availability, I'm pretty sure these are available only at Braxton Labs. You might be able to get them at the Party Source if they're not in the cooler anymore, or maybe some local bottle shops in Newport, or maybe into even, I don't know the distribution in Cincinnati for the Braxton Labs, but I know you can definitely get them at Braxton Labs. So yeah, kind of a disappointment. Definitely, I don't even say kind of, it's definitely a disappointment. I was hoping for a bit more from this beer. That said, you know, it happens. And that's why I review beer, to see what you think about it. And this one, 3.15 out of 5. One of the worst beers I had recently, and definitely the worst beer I had from Braxton Labs. But if you're ever in the area, check them out, because they do make some great beer. So appreciate everybody stopping by. To the next one, cheers.